Okay, folks, we haven't done one of these before. One of these is really something different. I don't know what the fuck it is. I think I'll just call it a curio. It's an interesting piece. I don't know how it's going to look or which side I'm going to do. Okay, let's see what it is. This curio comes in this little bag with Chinese characters, and it's got a string, and it's some kind of paper, some kind of Chinese, I think it's Chinese, some kind of Chinese paper. Don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know which side. I'll do it on this side. More interesting, there's more stuff on there. So I'm just going to put it on an angle and photocopy it because it's metallic. I can't read Chinese, folks, so I wouldn't have a clue what this is. Yeah, that looks interesting. Hand shows it up, looking nice. And we're just going to enlarge a section out of that, maybe make it into a movement piece. I don't know what this is. I think it's something to do with religion. Not Christianity, I mean religion generally speaking, as in what it is. I don't follow that sort of shit. So yeah, I think we've enlarged it too big off the page. It's a bit crooked. Push it up a little bit, and we're just going to maybe make the vertical a little bit less. Yeah, that looks a bit better. I do think maybe we're still a bit too big on the vertical and on the vertical and on the horizontal. So we're just going to enlarge this a little bit less. Oh, it's almost there. It's almost there. Yeah, I do think we're still way off. We've got the side looking good, but the horizontal looks a bit too large. Yeah, that's better. Now we've got it just in the centre. Now we're going to do something more interesting, and we're going to make this into a movement piece. Okay, we're going to take that and we're going to slip and slide it. I think we've got it all set pretty much yet. So that worked out well. That's our piece here. I don't know what it is about. I don't know, can't read Chinese. Chinese is really difficult language to learn, apparently. I don't think I could do it. Not with the brain damage I had at birth. My ability to learn is really impaired. Because when I was born, I had a cord around my neck and I came out feet first. I came out breech. And that caused problems, and the problems were never detected. I seems to be I'm the only one that knows my own fucking brain in this case. It does, it feels like it, folks. That I just can't learn anything very well, including Chinese language. I can't learn that shit. It's really difficult to understand it, so I just haven't got the ability to learn stuff like this. But one day I'm hoping they'll have technology to fix the broken bits in my brain, the parts that don't work terribly well, and that I can one day become CEO of a future photocopier company to build the best copier systems on earth. And it's all going to be made in Australia, not in China or Vietnam, and the Chinese are going to be treated properly in the workplace. They're not going to be treated like slaves like they do, like companies like this one, Konica Minolta. We're not going to have slave labour. We're not going to treat the Chinese, or anyone for that matter, as slaves. No slave labour, no overseas. It's all going to be manufactured here on terra firma, on Australian soil. And we're going to give these workers, most of the workers of course will be Australian workers, but we will have some foreign workers come from overseas to have a fair go and have an opportunity to enjoy the Australian life and freedom and culture. And yeah, but they will have to be naturalised. They will have to become Australian citizens, but they're going to have a good life. The factory is going to be a good factory. It's going to be a factory where people will actually enjoy working. Well, that's the aim of it anyway. Aim of what we do in our factory is to make it a happy and harmonious kind of a place, instead of a place where people are exploited. We don't want any kind of exploitation. So that's you just got to do that. It's going to cost more. The pay's going to be really, really, really a good pay. It's going to be better. It's going to be a little bit better than what the people are actually worth. So it's really going to be a nice, cushy place to work. And if you're into photocopiers, we want you. We want people who love photocopiers. We want people who are known as toner heads. Toner head is another word for photocopier enthusiast, and there's another turn of phrase I haven't spoken about yet. It's called toner in the blood. If you're a photocopier enthusiast from way back, especially if you're a technician, it's often said that you have toner in the blood when you're really into it. You're into it, you've been into it, especially when you've been into it for most of your life, or much of your life. It is said that you've got toner in the blood. Yeah, just like something else in the blood, there's other phrases, turns of phrases using that phrase, but toner in the blood is indeed another turn of phrase. Toner head has toner in the blood. Anyway, that's come up looking quite interesting. I think we can now call it quits.